Yo, this your boy, the Real McCoy, coming at you, man. We talking about NFL, man, talking about my Dallas Cowboys, man. You got a big divisional game coming up, week 7, you know what I'm saying? We coming off the fresh bye week, week 6, a much needed bye week. I mean, I believe that we need it. You know what I'm saying? We up in New York, MetLife Stadium against these division rival Giants, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, you don't want to never sound or be desperate, but this is, man, we need a W. No, we desperately need a W, man. We've lost 3 straight now. 2-0 start, 2 divisional wins. We've lost 3 straight, but none of them have been divisional losses, which is good. 2 NFC losses, you know what I mean? But none in the division. But we've lost 3 straight. You never don't want to lose 3 straight. NFL is too good of a lead to dig yourself too deep of a hole. You know what I mean? The NFL is the league is just too good for that. I mean, both teams are probably gonna come in with a little desperation, you know. Now the good thing about it is that looking at the Monday night game with the Giants and the Eagles, you know, the Eagles got that W. They're 3-3. The Giants are 3-3. You know, this division is kind of up for grabs. You know what I mean? No one has put a stranglehold on the NFC East. This division is up for grabs, no doubt. And then you look at the way both of those teams played on Monday Night Football. I mean, we can still win this division, man. I mean, I know the Giants, the Eagles got the W 27-7, and the way the Giants played, man, they look like garbage. They look horrible, man. Now they had the opening drive where they went down. I think it's the opening drive. Odell Beckham got the 13-yard touchdown. And then after that, it's like their offense, it wasn't a slow decline. Their offense just jumped off the cliff, and it was gone. Horrible. Turnovers, horrible penalties. Not something you expect from an Eli Manning quarterback team and a Tom Coughlin coach team. Things that you don't really expect, you know what I mean? Eli throwing a pick 6. Well, I kind of Eli throwing, I think it was twice. I think at least twice. Eli Manning he's led the NFL in interceptions. Threw a pick 6 against the Eagles and he got completely fooled. He thought they was in man and the corner was sitting in zone. I'm pretty sure it was like a cover 2, and he picked him off clean. I don't know if that was pressure, I can't remember. But I mean, I don't think the Giants are gonna come in week 6. I don't think they're gonna play that bad. I don't think they're gonna play that bad. We don't want to lose 4 in a row. They don't want to lose to us twice. Mr. Division rivals, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to lose to us twice, and they don't want to lose back-to-back divisional games either. Talking about the Giants. So both teams are going to be coming in with a little bit of desperation now. But the good thing, even if we lose this game, drop to 2-4, looking at the landscape of this division, I mean, it'll be bad. I don't think it'll be daunting. You know, it's over. That's the good thing about this division. No one has really taken it over. And the Eagles, they didn't look that well either. They looked that good either. You know, that impressive. You know what I mean? But like I was saying before, it's by the time we get number 9 back, Tony Romo, are we gonna be 2-7, 2-8, something like that, 3-9, and the season's over. But this is a game that they don't want to be a sound desperate, but man, we need a W. We need a W. Just like I said, our week 3 matchup against the Falcons at home, week 4 against the Saints, Sunday Night Football, this is a winnable game. I truly believe this is a winnable game. When you look at the Giants, man, their offensive line can be beat. You know what I mean? Now, we got Greg Hardy. We know what Greg Hardy did against Tom Brady and the Patriots week 5. That didn't surprise me at all. And, I saw what he could do 2012 and 13, especially 2013 with the Panthers. I saw what he could do. This Greg Hardy, he's one of the better pass rushers in the league. So I know what he can do. Now we get a healthy Randy Gregory back. I love his potential, but from now, I think he got hurt in week 1, so he hasn't played a full game in the NFL yet. So it's still potential with him. But I'm excited. I've been saying I've been saying since week 1. I can't wait to see a healthy Randy Gregory and Greg Hardy rushing the passer together. And the Giants' offensive line can be beat. Now they've got the Eric Flowers. He was their first round pick, the rookie out of the U. I think he still got some type of knee, a hamstring, some type of leg injury. He can be now him and Randy Gregory. They played against each other in college. I believe in 2013. Eric Flowers was down in Miami with the U, and Randy Gregory was with Nebraska. Nebraska went down to Miami. I think Miami won that game. I don't know. Anyway, but they played against each other in college, and they matched up week 1, things like that. So that's interesting. But their offensive line can be beat, and if you put pressure on Eli Manning, he'll give you the ball. Eli Manning will turn the ball over. I think at least twice, maybe 3 times. At least twice he's led the league in interceptions. At least twice. And I think we'll be able to get to him. My only issue or concern with our defense this year, and you know, a lot of people they've been hard on our defense. You know what I mean? They could be better. Don't get me wrong, but I think they've been, especially the secondary, the corners, Claiborne and Carr, coverage-wise, they've been playing solid. They've been playing solid. My only issue or concern with our defense is we're not creating the turnovers. We're not getting the interceptions. You know what I mean? Like Bruce Carter, he led the team last year in interceptions. He only had 5. So we're not getting the picks. We're not forcing the fumbles. You know what I mean? We're not getting those turnovers. You know what I mean? To help out our porous offense. You know what I'm saying? And special teams, we're not getting. A lot of people aren't really talking about it. We're not really getting much out of our special team. And this goes back to last year when we had Dwayne Harris. Now Dwayne Harris, he's with the Giants, and they're not getting much out of him either. You know, in the kick return. In the return game, but we're not really getting much out of special teams. I mean, our offense has been struggling like it has basically all year, especially the last 3 weeks. You need to flip the field, and get that field position for our offense. You know what I mean? It's a team game. Defense, get that turnover, go 3 and out and help out the offense. But we're not getting much out of special teams either. I don't know. I mean, we tried Cole Beasley. We had Lance Dunbar, but even with Dunbar, we weren't really getting much there. You know, everybody's kind of just focused on the offense. It needs to be better, which it does, you know. But if you get pressure on Eli, man, he'll turn the ball over. He'll give us the ball. He'll definitely give us the ball. He'll turn it over, man. And I do see Randy Gregory and Greg Hardy in his face. I definitely, this offensive line can be beat. They can be. Tyrone Crawford's playing well, playing okay. I still think we overpaid him. But anyway, Jack Crawford's playing well. You know what I mean? DeMarcus Lawrence is stepping up. Like I say, the less I see of Jeremy Mincy, the better. I like Mincy, but the less I see him, the better. But I do see Hardy and Gregory, especially Hardy. Gregory don't know. He hasn't played a full game in the NFL. He got hurt week 1, and you know what I mean? So he's still learning. He's still a rookie. You know what I mean? It's just expectations with him. Greg Hardy, I know what we're going to get. I know what we're going to get from Greg Hardy. Now, if they decide to double Greg, then you may have a Randy Gregory and Eric Flowers one-on-one. You know what I mean? And, hey, somebody got to win that battle, you know. But, I mean, we played Odell well week 1. He didn't light us up. You know what I mean? When he's outside the numbers, be physical with him. You know, even when he's in the slot, you got to keep, when we're playing zone, we got to keep an eye on him, things like that. We can't let him kill us. Now, what we absolutely can't have is what happened in week 3. We can't have Odell or one of their receivers going off like Julio Jones and have Devontae Freeman going off for us out of the backfield. Now, Devontae Freeman, he's balling this year for the Falcons. He's having a solid year. I think he's got, 10 total touchdowns already? Impressive. He's balling. We can't have a Rashad Jennings or a Shane Vereen or Andre Williams going off on us. We can't have that. Now, we didn't have Rolando McClain week 1 at middle linebacker, and that's what he's known for, being stout against the run at middle linebacker. And I'm not saying he's going to shut it down by himself, but that's what he's known for. And having Greg Hardy there, one of the better defensive ends at being stout against the run on the edge and being able to rush the passer, you know. So if we can control the running game and get pressure on Eli, which I think we can and we will, you know what I mean? It's a winnable game. It's a winnable game, man. And then on offense, the Giants, you can run the ball on the Giants. Between the tackles, it can be done. The question is, do we have the talent and the personnel to do it? We don't know. Now, right after we lost to the Patriots, I made my video and I was like, You know, it wouldn't surprise me. I was basically saying it's time to make some changes. And the changes that I thought that was going to be made were made. Starting with Lyle Collins, replacing O'Leary at left guard. They pulled out Brandon Wheaton, Matt Castle starting. Christian Michaels is always starting over Joe Randall. Things like that. Those were the 3 changes that I was expecting to happen. Now with Matt Castle, I mean, I'm not going to bed at night laying down saying, I feel excited about Matt Castle. Yeah, let's do it. You know what I mean? I made the video. Is Matt Castle that much of an upgrade over Brandon Wheaton? I think he's solidly better, you know what I mean? But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't excite me. He's a backup. You know, he is what he is. Maybe one of the better backups, but he's a backup. You know, and but now a lot of people saying Brandon Wheaton wasn't taking the deep shots and things like that. Like I said before, you can have the greatest quarterback in the world, but if your receivers aren't beating one-on-one coverage, what can you do? You know, it wasn't all on Brandon Wheaton. Terrence Wills, T. Will, and Devin Street, they are having a difficult time beating one-on-one coverage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm a defensive coordinator and I can play man-to-man all day, oh man, I'm finna have some fun. I'm finna light your quarterback up. If I can just play man, put my corners on the island all day, and they can win that one-on-one battle, man, defensive coordinators will have a field day against a quarterback. You know, I don't care who your quarterback is. If you can't beat man-to-man coverage, you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, Brandon Wheaton, he could have taken some chances, but at the end of the day, man, you don't want to force throws either, and that's what he didn't want to do. And, you know, but, you know, T. Will, Devin, now we're going to have Bryce, he was inactive. I believe Bryce Butler will play. He's the one deep threat that we do have, but no, besides Dez, he can maybe scratch the field, win a one-on-one battle over the top, because the Giants defense, they're not world beaters. You can run against these guys, you can throw against these guys. They're not world beaters at all, especially against the run. Now with Christian Michael, I do think he is a between the tackles physical runner that this offense has been missing, especially with no DeMarco. You know, not saying he is DeMarco, but now we'll see. We'll see now. We'll see where he's at and behind his offensive line. What can we do? What can his offense do? You know, I mean, we've made the changes now. You know, what else? I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, but, I mean, T. Will, those guys, they got to beat one-on-one coverage, man. We got to beat one of the play. I mean, maybe run a reverse, more screens, things like that. So quick, just get the guys in space. It's, you know what I mean? Instead of trying to drop back. You got to adjust with your personnel. You know what I mean? If your receiver core is having a hard time beating one-on-one coverage, then you adjust. Quick screens, bubble screens, reverses, things like that. Throw in a wildcat play in there just to mix things up a little bit. Because, you know, it obviously went up until this point, offensively over the last 3 weeks, it wasn't working. Looked horrible against the Patriots. Absolutely horrible. That's not going to beat anybody in the NFL. You know what I mean? But their defense can be ran on. We can run on them. We can throw on them, man. Both. We can do both. Just that, can we? Do we have the talent and the personnel to do it? You know what I mean? They don't really have much pass rush at all. I definitely see Brandon Wheaton have a significant amount of sufficient enough time in the pocket to make the throws. They lack pass rush, things like that. But can we win those one-on-one battles against Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie and those guys? Can we do that? You know, Bryce Butler would definitely help. Now the Dez situation, you know, I'm hearing Jason Garrett say he wants Dez to put together at least 2 good practices before they decide to play him. You know, if you got to go out there and practice, can you put all your weight on your foot? Can you sprint? Can you make breaks out of your routes and things like that? Sharp cuts and breaks. You know what I mean? If you when you do that, you still feel pain in your foot. Then don't play. I want Dez to play, but long term, you know what I mean? If he ain't ready, then sit him. I know that the goal after week 1 was to have him. The earliest was to have him ready week 7 against the Giants. Love to see Dez. I think we need Dez. Well, I know we need Dez. But long term, if he ain't ready, don't rush him. Don't rush him. But, you know, if he is there, you know, 9 times out of 10, they probably won't lean the coverage his way. They'll try. That's what I would do, find out where he's at. He's coming off with a broken foot. I'm gonna test you physically and see where you at. But anyway, having Dez on the field, there is no doubt. Just the threat of him being there, you know. Like I said, I think our two talented receivers are Dez and Bryce Butler. Maybe down the line, that'll be our starting receiver core. You know what I mean? Devis Treat and T. Will, it's clear they're not really getting the job done, you know. But, I mean, we've made the changes now. And, I mean, do we have the, I mean, because this Giants defense can't be beat, man. This is a winnable game. Their defense can be beat. No doubt about it. The Giants defense is not like that defense that won the 07, 2011 Super Bowls. Oh, no. You can run on this defense. You can throw on this defense, too. Just do we have the talent and the personnel to do it? That's the question. That's the question. You know what I'm saying? Their offensive line can't be beat. No doubt. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. You know what I mean? This is a winnable game, man. I said it week 3, I said it week 4, and we lost both games. This game is winnable, man. This game, if we put that pressure on Eli, he will get, here you go. He'll hand you the ball. He'll turn it over. Eli will turn it, picks and fumbles. He will turn it over if you get that pressure. And I do think Greg Hardy and Randy Gregory and DeMar, I do see us putting pressure on Eli. No doubt about it. We got to stop the run now. We can't have no Devontae Freeman type. Even though Devontae Freeman is balling, we can't have no Devontae Freeman type stuff going on. We can't have that now. You know what I mean? Because if that gets to going, then here comes Odell. You know, I know he's got the hamstring injury, things like that. Here comes Odell. You know, so we can't have that. Which I with Rolando McClain in the middle and the Greg Hardy off with the edge and the Sean Lee, I think we'll be better against the run. I really do. I think we'll be better. Winnable game. Winnable game. I see us getting pressure on Eli. I mean, just, you know, Matt Castle. I mean, we don't know. We don't know. We'll find out Sunday. We don't know Christian Michaels. We don't know. I mean, we do know that Joe Randall is not a starting running back in the NFL. We know that. Christian Michaels, because he was out in Seattle. I mean, you're not going to start over beast mode. You know what I'm saying? We don't. Can he do 20 carries in a game? We don't know. We'll find out. But like I said, with our offensive line, there will be running lanes. There will be holes there to run through. Like I said, do we have the talent and the personnel to run through them? That's the question, and we don't know till Sunday. You know what I mean? We won't know till Sunday. Right now, Dez is kind of like, it's a good chance that he could play. I mean, I'm hearing that it's a solid chance that Dez will play. He'll probably be a game time decision. I don't know. But Jason Garrett did. If he doesn't play Sunday, I do believe he'll be ready week 8. I definitely believe that. It was a great bye week for us, for guys to get healthy, make the adjustments that we need. We'll see how Lyle Collins play. And I mean, he has some great offensive linemen around him. He was a first round talent himself. Played solid when he did play. We'll see how that works, things like that. We'll see what Matt Castle. There's a lot of question marks on offense. A lot of question marks. I think our defense will play solid. I really do. I think the defense will play solid. The question mark is the offense. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what you guys think, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. It's a winnable game, man. It's a winnable game, and I'm excited to see Randy Gregory and Greg Hardy, man. Finally, completely healthy. And it's your boy, The Real McCoy, man. I can't wait for Sunday, man. I'm out. Peace.